Hey guys, Michael Cheney here with 3 secret shortcuts to get your first 101 viewers on Periscope. Let me move you over here. Kreslokovic, welcome. Let me just put in the tripod here. Oh, Delpino, welcome. That is certainly one of the things you don't want to be doing, is putting your hand up like that. Okay guys, welcome Sigmate, Abil, Corey, Real, welcome to you guys. We're going to show you, on this particular Periscope, I'm going to go through and show you the secret ways, 3 secret shortcuts that you can use. Hey John, welcome to the show, that you can use to get your first 101 followers on Periscope. So I just manually adjust the tripod there. Great to see you guys. If you're brand new and you've never seen me before, my name is Michael Cheney. Hey Matt, how's it going? I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. I'm going to be sharing Periscope tips with you. I've been immersing myself 24/7 in this technology. I've got a list of 88,000 people away from Periscope. I've got tens of thousands of followers all over the place on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm now starting to take Periscope by storm. Sorry to hear this clashes for you. So guys, if you've just joined, we're going to be going through 3 secret shortcuts you can use to get your first 101 followers on Periscope. If you like what you see, Jeff, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. If you like what you see, you can click the hearts, tap the screen. That will give me hearts. I'm also going to be running a share contest on this show. I'm going to be giving you a very special reward for those that share this. Mike Main, welcome to the show. How make money's internet, Michael. Very good. Yes, how make money's internet. We may even be covering how make money's internet later on in the show, Mike. I know that that's of particular interest to yourself. So, good stuff. Let me just pull up my notes here. How fast can you make money, Matt? That's the incorrect question. John Moss, you shared already on Twitter, so thank you for doing that. I am going to be running, as I say, a share contest on this show. Every time you share, you can share 3 different ways. You can share on Facebook, you can share on Twitter, and you can share to your Periscope followers. If you want to know how to do that, you swipe left to right on iOS, you swipe up on Android, or Elko, welcome to the show, dude. Or you can click the little person icon at the bottom right if you're watching this live, and you can click that little person icon. That will let you click the share button. Every time you share it, that gives you an entry into the competition. I'll be picking a winner to get an awesome prize. I'm also going to be announcing the winner from last time's share contest of the last show as we get stuck into this as well. So if you just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I'm a full-time internet marketer. I've been doing this full-time since the year 2000, and we're going to get here stuck into the 3 secret shortcuts that you can use to get your first 101 followers on Periscope. Okay, let's go. Let's do this right away. Let's get started. So, hey John, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. So the first tip for you, the first secret shortcut you can use to get more followers on Periscope and get to that first 101 is to use the People tab when you're in Periscope. Not when you're in a show right now or when you're watching a replay, but when you just first go into the Periscope app. You can scroll over to the right hand side and you'll see a little people icon there. When you click on that, there's various options that you can do. Now, if you've connected your account to Twitter, it will automatically import all the people that you're already following on Twitter. Thank you, Jeff, for the share. Let me just get a note on that. Jeff shared. It will automatically import all your contacts from Twitter. Now, what it won't do is it won't make any of your followers from Twitter your Periscope followers, unfortunately, right? You start from 0, like everyone else, you start with 0 hearts and 0 followers on Periscope. What you've got to do to get up there, to get more followers, one of the first things you can do is use that people icon, browse around, spend quite a bit of time. There's a few things that you can do, okay? And I didn't work this out at first. I was missing out on followers. The first thing you want to do is scroll down that list of the people you're already following on Twitter and follow some of them. Not like, I'm not talking about following, like, obviously you can follow whoever you want on Periscope, it's entirely up to you. But if we're doing this for the purpose of follow backs, right? So people that are going to follow, that you follow, the idea is that hopefully they will ideally follow you back. So you're looking for targeted people that are relevant to your content. You're looking for people that are active on Periscope, and you're looking for people that are probably likely to follow you back. So if somebody's got like a bajillion followers on Periscope already, the chances are they're not going to follow you back, right? It's impossible and just not feasible for them to do that. So this is kind of a strategic following. It's not random, right? You're not just going at random and going through that list and follow. You've got to look at people, right? Look at their profiles a little bit. Make sure they're relevant to what it is you want to teach them. Jeff Matt also shared on Twitter. Thank you, Jeff. That's another entry for you to the sharing contest today. We're running a sharing contest, guys. If you want to know what the prize, I'm going to be talking about the prize in a moment. Mike, welcome back. To share, you swipe left to right on iOS, you swipe up on Android, you click the little share button. You can share on Facebook, you share to your Periscope followers, or you can tweet this out as well, and other people, your followers, will enjoy the content of what we're about to go through here. We're just kind of about a quarter of the way through shortcut number 1 to getting your first 101 followers on Periscope. I know I've got some guys here, welcome to you, Matt, Elko, I've got a few other guys here that have already got over 100 followers on Periscope. That's great. This will still help you. I'm sure you'll learn some new stuff on this scope. If you're watching me for the first time, you can follow me again by clicking the little person icon. If you're watching this live right now, down in the bottom right of your screen, click follow and you'll be updated of my live broadcast when I do future tips, okay? So let's get back to it. We're talking about getting more followers on Periscope. So you go into that little people icon on the right hand side when you're not watching a broadcast, when you're in the blue screen of Periscope. You go in there. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. I appreciate you sharing on Twitter. And put you down here as well as an entry. Every entry, every share that goes, hey, B-Block, welcome, great to see you back again. Every share is an entry into the contest, the sharing contest, and there'll be a cool prize. I'm going to be talking about that later on, so stay tuned. So yeah, you go into that people icon, and what you can do is you can follow some of your people that you're already following on Twitter. You can click follow and follow them on Periscope. They'll get a little notification on their phone that just says blah blah blah, it's just followed you, and a lot of them will follow people back. Okay, I'm following a lot of people back just to see what everybody's doing. If they don't do any updates, I will maybe unfollow them, or if they're putting scopes out that aren't that relevant to me, then I'll unfollow them. But I tend to follow most people back just to keep abreast of the situation, what everybody's doing. So that's the first thing you want to do. Selectively find active Periscopers from the Twitter followers you'll see in that people tab, and go and follow them in the hope that they'll follow you back. And even if they don't follow you back, at least you can see what other people are doing as well and how other people are doing their Periscopes. Okay, very, very important when you're just getting started. The other thing you can do over in that people tab, which is really cool, is there's actually a search button. Jeff, you invited another person, so that's three entries for you, Jeff. Okay, you've done Facebook. I think you did Twitter, Periscope, and Facebook, Jeff, so you've got 3 entries. 3 different ways you can share, guys. Facebook, Periscope, and Twitter. Every time you share, you get an entry into the sharing contest that we're running for this particular show. I'll tell you about the prize later on. I'm also got to announce the prize winner from the last show. Okay, so the other thing you can do is you can search in that tab. So when you're in Periscope, you're not watching a broadcast, you're not watching a replay, you can go into that little people tab over on the right hand side, and at the top left of the screen on that tab, you'll see a little magnifying glass. And on that screen, what you can do is you can actually search for people. Not people that you're already following on Twitter, not people that you can see on that screen at all. You can just search for anybody and it'll give you a list of names from everyone that's on Periscope. It's a very, very powerful strategy that you can use to connect with people to try and get more followers. Now you can use it to connect with movers and shakers. Big people that you already know, names in your industry that you already want to find that are on Periscope. You can follow them, of course, and get updates and news from them. But you can also find people that are connected to the type of industry that you're in, the type of market and the type of niche that you operate in. So it's a search, like every other search, it's done on keywords, right? It's based on keywords. So whatever you put in, when you click that little magnifying glass from the people tab, whatever you type in there, that is going to it's going to go through the entire Periscope database. It's going to find people that have got that keyword in their bio. Okay. If this is making sense to you so far, if you're getting value from this content, please tap the screen and give me some hearts. I really appreciate those hearts coming in, and obviously it helps me get ranked further in Periscope in the ratings. Appreciate it, guys, and of course get this information out to more people, which is all cool. Okay. Let's just have a quick look since we're doing this. Let's just come over here. And we can see here, this is the number of hearts that I've got. Kreza Klukovic, welcome. So you can see there, 14,752. So when you start tapping the screen, let's see what happens here. This should happen. I tried this on a previous Periscope. It was pretty cool. There's a bit of a delay, guys. Actually, I'll tell you why this isn't working. This is because I haven't done a refresh on my screen. One sec. Here we go, you see.
There's a bit of a delay.
My bad, let me just get rid of it. There we go. So it's moving, right? You can see it going up now as the hearts tap in, right? As the hearts tap in, that number goes up. Now, everybody on Periscope, this is a cool thing you may not know, everybody on Periscope has got their own URL, right? You see that number going up with 15,000, zooming up. More that it taps, the faster that it goes. Everybody's got this URL, right? Periscope.tv and then your username. Now, my username is Michael Cheney, so my URL is periscope.tv/Michael Cheney. So we've got a bunch of people on here right now on this scope watching this on this page. They are web viewers. They're not watching it from an iPhone or an Android. They're watching it and they're watching these hearts go up. On the web viewer. But the web viewer, the downside about the web viewer is you can't tap, you can't give hearts, and you can't chat, right? You just kind of get to see the stream. That's basically it. Okay? But that is something cool that you can put out. So when you're trying to share your scope and get, hey John, welcome back. When you're trying to share your scope and get people to attend, this is the URL you want to put out. Periscope.tv/ and then whatever your Periscope username is. Okay? That's your broadcast, that's your promotional URL. When people go to that with a smartphone, then they'll see, it'll go into Periscope if they've already got Periscope. And if not, I think it asks them to install it, if I'm correct. I'm not 100% sure on that. But either way, that is the URL you want to be giving out to promote your Periscopes. Periscope.tv/ and then whatever your username is. So we're just a way to pass 16,000. Bosh. Let's see what we finish up at, guys. Let me just flip the camera. Okay. So if you just joined, welcome along. My name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. I'm giving you free Periscope tips right here on Periscope. We're also running a share contest today. So if you've got viewers, followers, people that are following you on Twitter or Periscope that you think would benefit from this information, please share it with them. Swipe left to right on iOS, swipe up on Android, click the share button, select how you want to share, and blast it out. And every time you share on this broadcast, you get entered into my share contest to win a very exclusive prize not available anywhere else in the world, which will more than likely actually make you money. Okay, Mike from Maine was asking earlier on about how to make money. Well, the prize for the share contest will make you money. I'll talk about that later on. Okay, so stay tuned. So we've spoken about the people tab, right? The fact that you can follow people on that tab. You can also run a search. So make sure when you're searching this, again, you're searching for active people. You're searching for people that have got the kind of keywords that are related to the content that you're going to be sharing with them on Periscope, so that you can follow those guys. And then obviously the theory is, and obviously it works in practice because I've done it myself, that they follow you back. Not all of them, but some of them will actually follow you back. Okay, let's just take a quick cup of tea here. Okay, got to have the tea. Okay, hearts for the tea. Hearts for the tea, guys. Thank you. Tea deserves hearts. I think you're fine. Right. So, Kirsten, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. So, guys, that's the first secret shortcut to getting your first 101 followers on Periscope, is using that people tab, going and following people, going and finding people and following them, and also make sure, and this is obviously related, we're now going to move on into tip number 2, shortcut number 2, is all about your biog, right? You on Periscope, if you link it to your Twitter account, what happens is you get the bio that's on your Twitter account automatically comes and is pulled through into Periscope, which is okay, but it's not ideal for Periscope, right? It may not be ideal. You might want to be talking about different stuff on Periscope than you are about on Twitter, and you want to make it pretty short on Periscope, okay? The links themselves cannot be clicked on Periscope, but you still want to put that web address in there. Brian, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Brian's been a long-time follower, first-time viewer, I think. Brian, is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Great to see you here. So yeah, with your biog on Periscope, make sure you are putting keywords in there related to what you're going to be talking about, because people will be doing the tip that I've just given you themselves and searching in that people tab for people that they can follow. Okay, and if you're an underwater basket weaver and they're looking for underwater basket weavers and you've not put the keyword in your biog, underwater basket weaver, they ain't going to find you, right? So make sure you put the keywords that you want to be found for in your bio. Now, it doesn't mean I'm kind of like stuffing them in there. Internet marketer, web marketing, online marketing, marketing marketer. You know, don't make that your bio because that's just going to suck. But make sure the keywords that you want people to find you by are in your bio, because you will get found and you will get followers that way. Okay, also in your bio, we're still on shortcut number 2 on the 3 secret shortcuts you can use to get your first 101 followers on Periscope. Krez Lukovic, welcome back, or even back. I think I'll say that 3 times just for good measure. On your bio, make sure you also sell yourself, right? You've got to really, not hype, because hype's kind of, you know, overselling, but you've got to big yourself up, you know. If you've won an award, or if you've, you know, what you're doing or what you can offer, the benefits that you can bring, talk about that, right? Mention that on your bio and try and keep it related to what you're going to talk about on Periscope. I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make on Periscope is they come on, they've got no idea what they're going to do. I was watching this guy the other day. He was just scoping from work. So he had like the fluorescent gear on, he had a hard hat on, and he was just like, yeah, I'm scoping from work. And I went to, just out of curiosity, I went to see the scope, and you know, the guy's just looking at his camera, he's doing this. Hey guys. Sup? Anybody got any questions? Or it's like, you don't go on Periscope unless you've got stuff to say, to share, right? Has anybody seen a broadcast like that? Use the chat thing right now and let me know. Have you seen a scope like that where somebody's just like basically doing and saying nothing? Have you seen that before? Give me some hearts if you have. Or use the chat little thing, chat away and type away and tell me, have you seen broadcasts like that? Does that make sense to you? You can't do that, right? So lavish. That's quality. Hats off to you, dude, for actually owning up and saying that you've done one like it. I think we've all done it. I mean, I don't know if Matt's still here. We had, let's see, Kirsten, Slavish, Kevin, John, Jeffrey, John, Mike from Maine. We've got a bunch of people on here. A couple of guys saw my very first broadcast. I didn't know what the hell I was doing the first time I was at Periscope. I didn't even know that people would find it. So I just clicked the red button. I was like, let's see what happens. And before he knew it, I had like 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 people watching. I was like, holy shit, I had no plan whatsoever. But fortunately, after that point, I realized you've got to have a plan together. You've got to know what you're talking about. And what we're talking about today is the 3 secret shortcuts that you can use to get 101 followers on Periscope super fast. We've already spoken about number 1, which is the people tab on Periscope, how you can follow people. Mike says, yeah, I think it's so new that people still don't know how to use it and get measurable results. Totally. They don't know. People are still finding their way, all right? I'm trying to absorb everything that I can. I'm on every kind of Periscope that you can imagine. In every spare and waking hour, I am trawling the internet for Periscope tips and absorbing everything. I've got a huge document from me with all of this stuff. I try and share a little bit in every scope that I do and try and collect it all. I mean, that's how to become an expert, right? You save people time by gathering all this information and giving it to them directly so they don't have to go hunting around for it. So that's what my mission is with Periscope, is to do that, is to position myself as a Periscope expert. And in a matter of a few days, I've gone from 0 to 100 followers. Some of those, yes, admittedly, have come from my own list, have come from my own followers on Facebook, but a whole ton of them have come direct from Periscope, right? People finding me on Periscope. And if you are watching right now, by the way, and you want to get more Periscope tips from me, hey Paul, great to see you. And you don't want to miss out on the future tips I'm going to be giving on Periscope. I'm going to be talking about how to get more hearts, how to get more follows, how to get more shares, all of this good stuff, the best way to create your titles in Periscope, the perfect duration of a Periscope, what never to say in a Periscope, the best lighting setup, the best microphone setup, how you can position your Periscopes in the best way, what to do and what not to do when it comes to flipping the camera from one thing to the other. Or if you want to know all of this stuff, make sure you follow me right now. Okay, swipe left to right on iOS, click that follow button, swipe up on Android, click follow, and you'll be notified of my future shows all about Periscope training. Okay, so 3 secret shortcuts to get your first 101 followers on Periscope. We've done the people tab. We've done the biog, right? Put lots of keywords in your biog on Periscope because people are going to use that search tool on the people tab to find relevant people to follow. And if you haven't got your keywords in there, you ain't going to be found, okay? Also, make sure you sell yourself in the bio. Give them a reason to follow you and a reason to actually show up, okay? Let's just have a quick nosy over at the hearts and see where we are. I think the last time we looked, the Periscope Hunter. Bam, bam, bam. Like it, Jeff. Let's switch. So right now we are at 16,422. You'll see as you click that, that the number goes up. So if that's you, we've got some green hearts, we've got some brown hearts coming in, we've got some dark green hearts. Thank you guys, I really appreciate all the hearts. It really helps me, it gives me feedback that I know you're paying attention. Let's see if we can get to, who knows, 17,000 by the end of this show. Okay. So let me tell you, let me pause for breath here. We've still got the third, final, and best tip on how to get your first 101 followers on Periscope. We've still got that tip to go, but what I want to do right now is kind of pause, go on a little bit of a segue and talk about this sharing competition. On the last show, we had a sharing contest for who, everybody that shared was entered into the contest, and the prize, well, let me actually first announce the winner. Let's see who we've got on here. I think we've got Kirsten, Slevish, Kevin, John, Jeffrey, Matthews, John Moss, Kresimir. We've got a few guys watching on the web view. Welcome if you're watching on that web view, appreciate it. You're better also to watch on smartphone because then you can interact, you can chat with me, you can give me hearts and you can share and do all that cool stuff. Anywho, the last winner of the share contest that I did on the last show was Munir. I think he's got the username Imagine How To. So Munir, thank you for all those shares that you gave me on the last show. I really, really appreciate that. And obviously you got more viewers in and helped more people with Periscope, so that was cool. Munir is going to win, or has won, should I say, a promotion to my 5,000 followers on Facebook. Okay, I have 5,000 followers on Facebook. I'm going to blast out a promotion of his choice, a link of his choice. Could be to a squeeze page, could be to an affiliate offer, could be to his eBay listing to sell his underpants. I don't mind, whatever it is, within reason. That's what I'm going to blast out to all my Facebook followers. B-Block, welcome to the show. That's also the prize for today's sharing contest. So far, John, Jeff, Mike from Maine have shared this show, okay? When you share this show today, I'm going to tell you how to do this in a second, you are entered into the contest, and I will pick a winner at random from those people that share this show, and you will win a free blast to my 5,000 followers on Facebook. Okay, I'll promote the link of your choice to 5,000 people on Facebook entirely for free. It could be an affiliate link, could be your website, could be your Periscope URL, could be your Twitter account that you want people to come and follow you on. 5,000 people blasted out with the link of your choice. Now, in order to be eligible to win that contest, you need to share this show right now. We've still got more tips to go. I'm also going to open up for Q&A. So this is of value to your followers. How you share is very simple. You scroll from left to right, or you on iOS, or you scroll up on Android, and you click the little share button, and you can share this. You can invite your Twitter followers, you can invite your Facebook friends, or you can invite your Periscope followers. Okay, I appreciate you doing that. Hey Teddy, welcome to the show. You can also do it in a shortcut if you just click the little people icon down on the right hand side of this if you're watching live, and you can share that way as well. Everybody that shares gets entered into that contest to win that free promotion to 5,000 of my followers. Okay, so that's going to wrap up at the end of the show. Cool. Okay, guys. Let's move on with the third shortcut to getting your first 101 followers on Periscope, which is leverage. Right? Leveraging what you've already done, leveraging what you've already got. So if you've got, for example, if you've got a few hundred people on Twitter, you want to be hammering those guys to get them on Periscope. And it does take some hammering. You can't just say, look, I'm doing a live show and that's it. You've got to tell them about Periscope. You've got to tell them, you know, there's that statistic on average, you've got to tell people 7 times in order for them to actually want to do something, right? It's the same with Periscope. You've got to be hitting them over the head a little bit on Facebook, on Twitter to get them in. A lot of people still don't really know that Periscope exists, or if they don't exist, they don't really know what it is. So you've got to do a bit of the learning for them. You've got to do a bit of the teaching to them to encourage them to come over. Does that make sense? Give me some hearts if that makes sense. So the kind of thing that you can do is you can shoot a quick video, for example, and say, look, this is what, thank you for the hearts, guys, appreciate it. This is what Periscope is. This is how it works. You know, this is what you need to do to get your account set up. So I normally like to do stuff step by step. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here, and I wasn't planning on doing this. I'll be totally honest. But let me just flick the screen here and I'll give you a bit of an exclusive. Okay, so this is what I don't know if you can read that. I'm going to read it out, okay? So this is what I tell my followers. If you want to migrate your followers from Facebook over to Periscope, or you want to migrate your followers from Twitter over to Periscope, or wherever, this is what you want to tell them, okay? Feel free to copy this, okay? As long as you give me a bajillion hearts right now, feel free to copy this. So what I do is I say step by step. Number one, install Periscope on your smartphone. Brackets, it's a free app, right? Because some people are like, oh, I don't know, how much is this thing? It's free. Step number two, open it up and click the people icon, brackets far right. You've got to tell people what to do, okay? Tell them exactly what to do. Step number three, click the magnifying glass icon, brackets top left, and type Michael Cheney and then follow me. Obviously, you want to change that, well, no, leave it, you get what I'm saying. If you leave it as it is, I'm going to get more followers. But this is the template that you should use. You'll now be notified when I start the live broadcast. So that's what you need to be telling people, that kind of template, okay? Let me switch. Okay, you want to be giving people that step-by-step information. Are you going to use that? Do you like that? Was that a cool tip? Give me some hearts, tappy the old screen. Hey Jeff, welcome to the show. Tap the screen if you like that one, okay? Step-by-step. Step one, download the Periscope app, it's free. Step two, go to the people tab on the right and find and then put your name. Step number three, follow me and you'll be notified of my live broadcast. That's what you need to be telling people. You need to be training them almost and teaching them how to use Periscope. If you just say, look, I'm doing a live scope tomorrow at 2 p.m. They're like, a live what now? Like where now and how now and what the heck? They won't have a Scooby-Doo what on earth you're talking about. So you've got to train them on that, okay? So that was part of shortcut number three, which is leverage. Okay, getting other social media followers onto Periscope using that simple step-by-step template. Also, make sure, of course, you ask for followers, right? Make sure you're actually asking people to follow you on your show, which sounds kind of obvious, but when you're in the flow, when you've got the content going and the clock's ticking, you think, oh, I've got to wrap this up or I've got to move on. You can sometimes forget, right? Yes, you'll get a lot of people. Sorry to hear you've got connection problems, Jeff. You'll get a lot of people that are already your followers on your shows, but you'll get people that aren't your followers and you want them to follow you. So you've got to say something like, hey guys, if you want more tips like this, if you want to get, more traffic, if you want to get more hearts, more views and more followers on Periscope and get, daily tips from me on how to do all this stuff, what you need to do is click the little people icon if you're watching live and then click follow and you'll follow me and you'll be notified of my live broadcast. So you've got to mention that. You've got to ask for that. Use the leverage of the people that you've already got. Because every time you do a broadcast, every time you do a show, you will get new people turning up and watching that show, right? With certainty. You're going to get the couch brigade, the people that sat on their couches browsing, they're going to come through, right? And if you impress them and you give some tips that they think they can use and it's going to help them, they're going to want to follow you, but you've got to ask them for it. You've got to remind them how to do that. Okay. Do you want a final bonus shortcut? If you do, give me some hearts here. Let's just see where we're at on the heart count, just out of morbid interest. Give me some hearts and I'll give you a bonus tip. Here we are. So we are fast approaching 18,000 hearts, guys. Okay. Cool. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 18,000. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back and check that out. I think we're going to do it already. It's addictive, isn't it? I'm just watching this and it's addictive. Tap away, guys. 30 more. 20 more. We've done it. We've done it. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We've got us over 18,000 hearts. I will be doing a heart special Periscope, by the way. We're talking all about hearts, how to get them, what they mean. In a nutshell, obviously, the more hearts you get, the better ranking you'll get in Periscope. You can only give, each individual can only give 500 hearts per show, right? If you can give more than that, but they don't add up beyond that to your total tally. And any hearts that are given in a broadcast are great because people will see them in the broadcast and they'll see how many hearts that broadcast has got. So if you are watching a replay, let me rewind. Hearts given during a replay don't count to your overall tally as a broadcaster on Periscope, but they do count to that replay. So if you are watching a replay right now, please tap away and give me hearts and show me that you've got value from this, because other people will see that it's hopefully been a valuable replay and they'll go and watch it as well. But it doesn't count. Those hearts don't count to that overall tally to use a broadcaster individually. But anyway, I'll be covering hearts on a separate Periscope. We'll be talking all about how to get more hearts, the best way to get hearts, secret strategies to get hearts, all that cool stuff. Okay. You gave me tons of hearts there, so I'm going to reward you with what I promised, which is a bonus strategy to get more followers, right? To get your first 101 followers on Periscope. And that bonus shortcut is to use the map. Now, if you're browsing for shows on Periscope, you'll have seen normally you've got a couple of options. You can browse by map, and it'll give you a little dot, a red dot, wherever anybody's. Hey, D. Atkinson, great to see you. Welcome to the show. It will show you on the map where people are doing live Periscopes from. And you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can move all over the globe and you can go and find people. And it's kind of cool and interesting. And you also have the list, which is just a list of the descriptions and the titles of all the broadcasts that are going off. And you can see those as well in that list. But when you use the map, what you can actually do on that map is you can find people local to you and follow them. If they're active, really active on Periscope, they've done a few broadcasts, and they're, of course, related to what it is that you want to do, right? So you go to that map, you search your local area, could be UK or could be, the state that you're in the US or wherever you are, and you go in and you actually search and find those individuals, and you could follow them, because the chances are they're going to see your profile and see that you're kind of local and close to them, and they're going to follow you back. So it's a good way to get those initial followers. Now, this isn't the sort of stuff you're going to want to be doing when you've got 500 or 1,000 followers or more, right? You're not going to be having to do this, but you've got to do something to kickstart. Halo Jam, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. You need to do something to kickstart and get that first 101 followers, right? To get that momentum, to get that kind of initial user base, so that whenever you click live and you go live with your show, people are going to be there, right? People are going to be watching. Okay, that is it, guys. If you've enjoyed this, give me some hearts, tap the screen. We'll just do a final wrap up here. I'll just do a final tally on the hearts, and we'll talk finally about the sharing contest. Okay, so we're 18,300. Okay, going great. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the yellow hearts and the brown hearts and the pink hearts. That is awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay. Cool. So that is it for this Periscope. What I'll probably do on the next Periscope is I'll be talking about hearts. I will probably be talking about camera strategies, what not to do on your scope, big newbie errors that you want to avoid, how to get more people actually tuning into your scope, how to get more people sharing your scope, and all that cool stuff. So thank you for watching. Thank you to all the guys that shared, John, Jeff, Mike from Maine, everybody that gave me hearts. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next live scope, and I will announce the winner of the sharing contest on the next scope. So make sure you stay tuned to get the notification on your phone when I'm doing the next live scope. Okay, Jeff, it's announced on the next show. Okay, little tip for you there. Okay, if you're not able to make the next, next show, I will contact the winner. Okay, you will be notified if you are the lucky winner of that promotion out to my 5,000 followers. That's it, guys. If you've liked this, as I say, join me for the next scope. Follow me if you just found me, and I'll speak to you.